Okay, then what a session we've had, huh? I came very close to my prediction. Rahul messaged me actually, but not quite. But I'm happier that my prediction is not right because I picked 105 for three. I'm happier because it's 102 for four. Uh, the biggest question I have, and I had to change the title. Many people are sending their comments. Comet the R, Comet the Lord. My question is, Rahul, your namesake, KL Rahul is also auditioning for being a captain. Lord Shardul, 36th over is the first over he gives in.
Exact.
Ashwin before him. You know what? What was he thinking, man? Not a good audition as captain.
Exactly. Half fit Mohammad Siraj was introduced before Shardul
Yeah,
Thakur. But Nikhil, actually, I was thinking that I would say a huge round of applause for Nikhil Nas because he had before in fact, day's play. You had said
yeah.
105 for three is what India's score is going to be at lunch. You came very close, but now I'll have to say a huge round of applause for Lord Shardul.
Lord Shardul.
Those three wickets uh, have tilted. I won't say have tilted the match in India's favor, but to a great extent, the way they were playing,
Yeah.
it seemed as if they'll go unscathed as far as till lunch. But it surely now, who are they left with? They have got their new wicket keeper, and
Yeah.
then your favorite Marco Jansen. So that's it. Kagiso Rabada, I saw. Sorry, I forgot Kagiso Rabada. You
Another one
rate
of my
him so highly. You rate him so highly, not for his bowling,
favorites.
but for his batting.
So why are you saying that India don't? What did you say? No, I wouldn't say India hold the edge. Or now from here, you would have to say what South Africa 100 runs behind, with four wickets down.
Yes,
Not great
yes.
batting to come. So it takes me back to that yesterday's discussion where everyone was saying no, Indian batting has disappointed, and we kept saying no. This is not an easy pitch to bat on. 202 could be tricky. It's now proving that 100 runs still to get, six wickets in hand. Your men in form are back into the dressing room. What do you say?
You know, credit to Shardul Thakur for taking those three wickets when the Indian team actually
Why was
required.
he not bold? You have an answer. I can't ask
Exactly,
you. Yeah, Rahul,
exactly.
I can ask you. Rahul Rawat.
No, I was actually wondering why he is not being introduced. Till 36th over, he had bowled just one ball, and that was
Yes.
just to complete that over that
Yesterday.
Mohammad
Siraj over
Siraj had
yesterday.
left yesterday.
Yeah.
So I was actually surprised. That also hits the confidence of the bowler. He's there at the boundary, must be wondering, yeah, what have I done? That I am not being asked to bowl, and Mohammad Siraj, who's bowling with just with a shorter run up,
Yeah.
has been introduced before me.
Even
Uh,
Ashwin.
Ashwin,
Even
Ashwin is
Ashwin.
getting a ball before Shardul Thakur. But
Yeah.
Shardul Thakur bowled exceedingly well. But you'll have to give credit to Mohammad Shami. You'll have to give credit to
Yeah. Yeah.
Jasprit Bumrah, the way they bowled in the morning, and of course Shami was bowling from the other end. He kept that pressure right through the 3 or 4 overs that he bowled, and Shardul from the other end. Perhaps after they thought, the South Africans must have thought that we've done all the hard work, because initially they were not going for those drives early in the morning, which of course was the right call. But as they grew in confidence, as the innings progressed, Keegan Peterson also, started to play those cover drives, especially that over in which he fetched three boundaries of Mohammad Shami, and eventually the very same shot actually led to his downfall. And
Okay.
who does
Yeah.
it? But the
Yeah.
catch that you were talking about earlier in the day, that cost you how many? 50 runs. Keegan
Yeah. Yeah.
Peterson was dropped on
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. Okay, but see, I'm giving that much leeway. There've been drop catches of Indian players as well, and they've gone on to get runs. So
Hmm.
fine. It was a crucial catch dropped. Yes. Two interesting point you talk about that great start by Indian bowlers. Both Shami and Bumrah were unlucky to have got you wickets earlier. The only, and I'm asking this again and again because I still don't have the answer, and that's since I can't speak to KL Rahul right now, that's why I'm asking this to Rahul Rawat. How is it that Shardul Thakur is not bowled ahead of half fit Mohammad Siraj? Though I must give credit to Mohammad Siraj, with that limited
Yes.
ability that he had, he bowled in good areas, so he kept it tight.
Yes.
He didn't leak runs.
Yes.
But if I was the captain, or any decent captain, would have gone with a fit bowler, Shardul Thakur, ahead of
Exactly.
fit Shiraj, ahead of even Ashwin, and it's no reflection on Ashwin, the bowler, but only because of these conditions where it's going to be heavy.
Conditions.
Yeah, and the ball is going to get old. The later you bring him, the tougher it's going to be for Shardul also to get the movement. So bring him early. I mean, I cannot understand what was the thought. So if I'm the captain, I'm thinking, what is Shardul Thakur in the team for? Is he an all-rounder that I'm treating him as? But he's not contributing too much with the bat. You're in fact sending him below Ashwin. So clearly that is not the mindset, that he's not an all-rounder. So clearly you're playing him as a pure bowler. If you're not going to bowl him, then you might as well play an extra batsman, right? I mean, to start
Right.
with. But you should have bowled him much ahead of that. In fact, I don't know, Rahul, if you noticed, I was looking at it. When Ashwin was bowling and Siraj was bowling from the other end, he was warming up, on the boundary line. Whether
Shardul.
the captain told him, because I thought, warming up next over he'll come, he didn't come. Warming up again next over he'll come, he didn't come. Usually you start warming up a over before or so. So maybe that was his own way of indicating to his captain, Kaptan Saab, please look at me. I'm standing in the boundary. I am in the team as your bowler. So he's, flexing his muscles, warming up a bit, giving that message to his captain that, come on, play me. And apart from him playing as a pure bowler, the other thing is, see, sometimes people may say these things are overrated, but you got to accept that there are certain bowlers who have that knack of picking that wicket.
Knack of picking.
So he
Yes.
has that.
Of getting every. No, that is beyond my expertise and knowledge. Why he was not bowled earlier? Why they didn't get him to bowl earlier? 7 innings. Anyways, so yeah, maybe they Rahul wanted to test Mohammad Siraj and wanted to ensure that whatever little is left in the tank for Mohammad Siraj,
Yes.
they wanted to use him early in those conditions because remember it was raining till morning today, till
Yes.
6:30 in the morning, and so they thought that maybe whatever little juice is left on the wicket, they wanted Siraj to make use of it rather than Shardul Thakur. But then comes the question: why Ashwin?
Correct.
Why
But
Ashwin
let
ahead
me
of
tell you one
Shardul
thing.
Thakur?
If Virat was the captain, and we know, he has his limitations in the white ball captaincy. In Test cricket, one thing you notice, he's a very aggressive captain. We've spoken about this
Yes.
before. If Virat was captain, you think he would have waited so long to bring Shardul Thakur?
I can't say. In fact, but I would still feel that Virat would have introduced Shardul Thakur much
Yeah.
earlier. Um, Surely before R Ashwin. In fact, when the match was happening and Shardul didn't get to bowl, and it seemed as if South Africa were cruising. Somebody prompted. I don't know who it was. Somebody prompted. I could overhear somebody saying that
I can see Siddharth
Punjab
behind
Kings. Yes,
you.
it is Siddhant behind me. In fact, somebody
So the
prompted
heat
that
on
Punjab Kings captain is here
Punjab.
at Joburg.
See, so that takes me to that question, Rahul. Remember we discussed at the start, and you said that, see,
Rahane.
it's logical that a vice captain comes in into captain, and then I just made a counter argument saying that, how about
True.
this idea of Rahane, because it's a one-off thing, you're not looking at the future, and he's going to be playing this match. It's a crucial match. You want to win the series. I'm not saying as a future captain, but just at the moment, because you need to win this test, Virat has pulled out because of back spasm last moment. Would you have been tempted? I don't know. Two things. One, Rahane could have been captain in hindsight, and I know he's an aggressive captain. We saw that in the time that he captained in Dharamshala, in the time that he captained in Australia. One or the other option is, even if he's not captain, could he have suggested to KL Rahul, and how open he would have been for that suggestion in the field today? I don't know.
I'm sure KL Rahul must be taking suggestions from Ajinkya Rahane, not just Ajinkya Rahane, maybe from Jasprit Bumrah, from Chiteshwar Pujara, the senior group or the core group, if I can say that, Pujara and Rahane, they still make and complete that core group, because I remember they were actually instrumental. In fact, their suggestions were taken during the India's England tour, when India had to decide if they want to play Ashwin or not. And Pujara and Rahane were also part of that decision making committee, so-called decision making committee. But here, the only issue that I have is when the selectors announce that KL Rahul will be India's vice captain, they must be well aware of the fact that there could be a possibility that you prepare yourself for the worst. So I'm sure they must have considered a possibility where Virat Kohli may not be available, and in that case, who will be your captain? So I'm sure they knew that if Virat is not available, we will and we want to have KL Rahul as your captain or as the stand-in skipper. Otherwise, as you said, Rahane is a more experienced captain. He knows and he's done really well in whatever little opportunities he's got as a captain. But
Yeah.
that decision of not bringing in Shardul Thakur earlier is
Yeah.
beyond my, I can't understand or explain what exactly must have happened with KL Rahul.
I am taking this comment because he's used one of the words we love. So Varul Chaturvedi is saying Rahul's captaincy today was Mazarat. So I've just taken it for the word that he's used.
Varun, but still, Varun still, I understand, what you are saying. In fact, we've been trying to discuss the very same thing, but the point is that South Africa are 102 for, bless you, 102 for 4 now.
Yeah.
Which means that India is in a fairly good position as of now.
Many people are also talking about that punt catch of Van der Dusen, saying that
That
it
was
fell on the
dropped.
ground, that he cheated and whatever. But anyway, that was not
Yeah.
given out anyway. Am I missing something? That was not given out anyway, right?
No, but that was not given out on the basis of when the Snicko, it didn't hit the bat. It, I
Correct.
think, hit his this flap of the back pad. But
Yeah.
that catch was short,
Hmm.
and he claimed it.
He claimed it. Correct. Correct. But at the what was the end result?
Not out.
Exactly. So
So
I mean,
umpire had given him out,
no. But as I'm saying,
and
people.
if even if he was, even if he would have nicked it, the
Yeah.
umpire would have checked
Understood.
the this thing also.
Correct. Correct. No, so my point is exactly that. No? A lot of people are saying cheating or whatever. See, at the end of the day, he continued to bat after that. Whether it came because of that Snicko or whether it was, a catch that wasn't out and he claimed for it. At the end of the day, he wasn't dismissed at the time. So nothing unfair has happened on that front. He wasn't given out on that
Uh,
occasion because a
but
lot of people are raising this. Now, the Rassi catch was
it
not out. Touched the grass before Pant caught it,
but
but no one.
it looks embarrassing, at times it looks
It does.
embarrassing
It
when you
does.
claim a catch, because a lot of people a lot of people, commentators or players would say that it's 50-50 when you catch, there is a catch and you go for a catch, and it's a you pick the ball one bounce, after it has taken after it has bounced off the ground. But then I always feel that 99% of the times a
Hmm.
fielder is aware whether the catch is clean or not. That's what I feel.
Someone has asked a question. What time is Nikhil's flight to the moon? I know he's hinting at what I'm wearing. So, sir,
And
I hope
it's a
that day.
twin. It's a 2,500 pound jacket. Please
People
let
don't.
them.
No, it's
Please
okay.
tell them, Nikhil.
I don't like to mention money. So many
Satyam
comments.
Sharma has his priorities divided, I think, now that you're hosting such a good show. Priyanshu Kumar, Lord Shardul, OP. Achha, I've never been able to understand what is this OP. What does this mean, OP? This is
Uh,
in vogue these days.
no, as in spell it. What are you talking about?
OP, O for orange, P for potato.
Oh, just a abbreviation. OP.
Yes, what is OP?
No idea. Yeah, this must be the new age, lingo, SMS or WhatsApp lingo. I don't know.
Acha,
If someone knows, please
Nikhil,
put it in the comment
Nikhil, a
section.
lot of people, Nikhil, I think uh, DJ Coral, he's saying,
Hmm.
Arey sir, we are talking about the Rasi wicket, the last ball before lunch. Wasn't it a clean catch? It was a clean catch. His fingers were underneath the ball.
Exactly what my point is. I thought people are referring to that chance where he claimed a catch which had bounced. Again, it was Rasi's batting only that went up to the third umpire. It was checked and it was given not out because it hadn't taken the edge. But as Rahul is saying, there are two aspects to it. Even if it had taken the edge, maybe in the replay it would have shown that it bounced, so they would have nullified that decision. The only thing, it reflect really badly for someone to have claimed it. But just to give a benefit of the doubt, sometime, if it's a bounce on that front, you feel you've taken the catch. Sometimes it's bounced just before you. If in the outfield also, sometimes fielders take that catch. They don't know whether it's bounced or it's come directly, and they always point out that it's best to check on the third umpire. We don't know exactly whether it's bounced or not. Sometimes because you're not really looking at the ball, your head is slightly up. So that, but what we are getting to hear from our back end team, the dismissal where Van der Dusen, the last ball before lunch, that catch, they say that the hand was below the ball. So I don't think there is any controversy. But a lot of people are saying even that last one was not out. They think even that touch. But
Sunny
sometimes
Singh.
that
Yeah, please,
uh,
please.
that angle also plays trick with your eyes. Huh? What happens is when they take that angle of camera to show you whether it's touched the ground or not. Sometimes on camera it looks like it's touched the ground because it's always a bit. See, you got to understand where the pitch is and then the square. The ground goes slightly. It has a slightly bit of a slide going. That square.
Slope.
So whenever you see something from that angle, it looks like it's bounced or something, but in real life it's not. So it
Hmm.
creates that
And
illusion. The camera sometimes.
and
Okay, I
also
will look at it again.
you have to consider the fact that catch was claimed, the umpire's decision was out. If it is an inconclusive decision, the third umpire will go with the on-field umpire, which of course who had already
Yes.
given it as out. OP is
Hmm.
overpowered, yaar.
Overpowered.
Mohammad
So
Irfan Pagal. There's one gentleman, Mohammad Irfan Pagal. He's saying, सर आपके नाम क्या है?
that's his
सर
name.
मेरा नाम राहुल रावत है और मेरे सामने जो बैठे हैं साथ या स्क्रीन में बगल में जो दिख रहे हैं उनका नाम है निखिल नाज.
Okay, the same
डॉक्टर
question.
नीतीश कुमार.
Oh, huh. But, can you see that replay again? Since so many people are asking, I thought that he had his
I think
hand.
we'll have to see.
Huh?
We'll have to see. अच्छा, डॉक्टर नीतीश कुमार. Shouldn't India call back Rasi van der Dussen, since clearly
Same
catch wasn't
question.
clean on the replay on the wicket ball? He claimed
Same.
catches both time. Pant is embarrassing. Actually, Nikhil, see, I
Hmm.
won't go with the line that Pant is embarrassing, but now the point is that he claimed the catch earlier also.
Yeah,
He
which we
claimed
said
the catch earlier also.
was clearly not out.
Siddhant, did you see the visual again? It was very close, but since the on-field decision was out, so the third umpire went with the on-field umpires. His fingers looked to be beneath the ball. They were not, but they looked to be beneath the.
That's what
That's the exact sentence that Siddhant is
Yeah,
saying.
I explained that, sometime it happens, it looks that the ball is bounced because of the camera angle and that because of that slight slope from the pitch onwards to the rest of the square. It has happened many times before. It looks like it has touched the ground, but sometimes it's not. And if the umpires have taken a call, whether it's the third umpire or whether the on-field umpire, then I think you have to go with it. The earlier one was clearly not out, and it was given not out. So there isn't any cheating there as such. Many
Harry
are saying,
Fantastico,
oh,
your
sorry, go
friend,
ahead.
is saying, how much lead can India afford to give now?
But my first thing is, Harry G, why even think of a lead? Yeah, now you're in a position where you can even curtail them. I know you still need 6 wickets, but not a great batting lineup. So you can even take a lead, however tough that may sound right now. But again, I'm going to reiterate something we said at the end of day one. Even then, a lot of people thought that it was, South Africa's day and India were totally outplayed. We didn't agree with that on our show. If you saw our evening show, because of the way the pitch was behaving and looking at the South African batting, we thought that 202 may not be a very poor total. It will be a competitive total. Possible South Africa could take a lead, but that lead should be below 50. It was our assumption, and definitely not over 100. That is something I'd said categorically at the end of that evening show. And I think the yardstick doesn't change at all from that to now. I don't see them taking a massive lead from here on, South Africa. Also, got to remember that your two ace bowlers now will come back. Even though Shardul has got you a lot of wickets, but your two ace bowlers in Bumrah, Shami would have had that long rest for lunch, come back and have that burst. And new batsmen on the crease, couple of quick wickets
Yes.
here, went to the tail. So yeah, India could end up with a lead, or at best, I'm seeing a 30-40 sort of a run lead for South Africa, which is game on. I mean, South Africa also would take that much lead. It could become crucial in this test match, but it's still game on. It's not too far behind in the match.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to take a few questions, Nikhil, if you could answer
Well, you
some
answer
of
some.
them.
Answer some.
Okay. Hey, you're the senior pro. Come on, you've got to
No, it
answer
doesn't. No,
the
no, no,
first
no.
question.
Please, let's
Nikhil,
divide.
it doesn't matter. Um, I will decide. I'm the senior pro. I'll decide who answers first. Huh?
No, no, no. I said it shouldn't be anything was senior, junior, pro. It should be, let's just divide the question. So,
Exactly.
people also
Shardul
don't get,
Thakur can take 3 wickets.
exactly, so
And
that people also don't
but
get
your fast bowlers,
else.
were breathing fire today. Mohammad
Yeah,
Shami,
yeah.
uh,
Only,
Jasprit
only
Bumrah in the
criticism
morning.
about Shami. Only criticism about Shami today, and I praised him a lot last evening because his line and length were immaculate. Today, I saw sometime he was straying down the leg side, and he allowed
Down the
Ian Peterson a few flicks as well. I remember that 3 fours he got hit in one over. Of course, two of them. One was an overpitch delivery. One was a fantastic shot that Peterson hit. I could watch that again and again. And then even before that, a few balls straying down the leg side. So that was thing. I think what also made, I don't know if I'm being critical, but what also made the Indian bowling look slightly better were the over enthusiastic and excited Indian slip fielders and wicketkeeper. Every ball, now, even the batsman, when he was leaving miles away, he was leaving it. They were like, oh, that noise was coming from behind. So making it look even more lethal than it actually was. But yeah, you're right. Good bowling as such. A bit unlucky to have not picked up a wicket there.
people are actually already jumping onto the third test, Umesh, ahead of Siraj. We'll have to see, sir, and
Yeah,
whether
exciting.
Siraj is.
Yeah.
But actually, I was enjoying this match. In fact, I was enjoying Test
Yeah.
cricket today.
This is the
This
best
is
session
what
of this
Test
match
cricket
so
is.
far. This has been the best session of the match so far. Wouldn't you say?
A lot of people, Karachi HM10, hum 10 HM10. Thank you, sir. A lot of people actually are saying that please talk about Shardul Thakur. So we've been speaking on Shardul Thakur. In fact, we started with Shardul Thakur, and we've been
First
talking
10
only and
minutes of
only
our show
about
was
Shardul.
only Shardul Thakur. Lord Shardul.
Yes, Nikhil even recited a poem for the Lord. Ni- Sir, see, somebody, Satyam Sharma is just 18 years old. He is a huge
I
fan
said
of
that.
Nikhil Nasser, and I also want to become a sports journalist like you. He's
You will
just
become
18, by the
better.
way.
You will become better, man. All the best. Just watch sport. Like we watch sport for you. You keep watching sport. That's a start. Read a lot. Write a lot.
Faisal Kabir is Kabir is still worried about India's second innings batting.
If I was him, I would also be worried with the middle order that we have at the moment. I don't blame Faisal ji for being worried. Firstly, they're not in form, not getting runs, and then there will be that pressure which we already discussed. Is this the last time we are seeing
Puja,
Pujara and Rahane? So, वो pressure के साथ they'll be batting. I wouldn't want to
Pujara
be
and
either.
Rahane together? Are you saying
I,
together or
I don't know.
both of
It
them?
could be one. It could be one. But in their minds, they're both thinking now that the sword is hanging. whether one of them goes or two. I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to be them at the moment. Would you?
Absolutely not. Pujara's neck is definitely on the line. I don't know. I can't say about Ajinkya Rahane. Maybe with that knock of 48 in the last Test match, he may have, extended that rope that has been given to them. But that rope definitely is not long enough anymore.
Uh,
Um,
Danger man is Temba Bavuma, man. He was the standout batsman last inning. Get him out, and I think then India are in with a good chance. Get him out early.
exactly.
Bring in
And
high power.
la
Uh,
la yes,
uh,
Marco Jansen. I don't know how he plays. Marco Jansen.
he
Maybe
looks good. He looks good. And
maybe
by the way,
Ashwin.
sorry, before we go to that, talking about looking good, how good does Keegan Peterson look? Yeah, when he's
Keegan
batting,
Peterson.
how beautiful he
Yes.
looks.
And
He
those
looks.
covered drives. And I actually liked the way they approached their innings. Even Dean Elgar, although I always feel when you get so defensive with your
Yeah,
batting, when you get so defensive, this was exactly what happens with Cheteshwar Pujara. When you get so defensive, it's just a matter of one ball, because you are not thinking of scoring runs. Even though latter half, I think he was 11 of 57 deliveries overnight, and
yeah,
the first run that he got was of his 89th delivery that he played. So almost 30 odd deliveries he played without scoring a run. So that is what I always feel. And when you're not looking to score runs, there's just one delivery that
yeah.
is waiting for your wicket, and that can happen anytime, anywhere. That has happened so often with Cheteshwar Pujara, Dean Elgar. But still, he had laid that foundation for the next few batsmen. But
Mm.
Lord Shardul Lord
Yeah, yeah.
Shardul can do anything.
No, so but sometime what happens, like in certain batsmen wo shots hote hi nahi hai. They don't have that kind of shots. So some people can't play it because it's their natural game that just to survive. Someone has said, yeah, I'm a big fan of Sports Tak, but because of Rahul sir, I've started watching sports today also. Thank you so much, sir.
Nahi.
We are the same family, by the way. Sports Tak is not a separate
Exactly.
channel with the same family. Just one is in Hindi, one
I
is in
am
English.
I am I am a gun for hire. I'm a gun for hire. Sometimes somebody tells me कि भाई sports तक पे आ जाओ, मैं चला जाता हूँ. And Nikhil, he's leading a team here, and he's soon going to have his own team. So till that time, Nikhil is allowing me to
No,
have
no,
these
you're also part of that
conversations.
team,
And
na? That team
hey,
is.
are you
You're already
serious?
part. Aren't you
Arey,
part of
yeah,
the team?
thank you so much, Nikhil. Thank you so very much.
Aren't
I'm
you part of the team?
blessed.
You thought you're just
नहीं नहीं
you're just doing us a favor by just coming for
नहीं
some.
नहीं. I'm not. Arey, I'm saying I'm not doing a favor. नहीं नहीं.
You said,
We are all
till,
a team.
till they don't have anybody, chalo, I like be
नहीं
with.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. Nikhil is. In fact, I enjoy my conversations, whether it is with Nikhil, whether it is with our sports tech team. Everybody. In fact, most of all, I enjoy our conversations and engagement with our family. Seriously.
Absolutely, that is the crucial word. Actually, we love
See,
speaking to our family.
I'm learning fast. Huh?
You are.
Nikhil, he's winking
One comment
now.
I wanted to take. No, I wanted to take one comment which I just missed. Austin Kuna's comment. He says, Mazrat ke saath Nikhil and Rahul sir. KL Rahul is a superb batsman but a tola kaptan, just like Joe
Tola,
Root.
Tola Kaptan.
Ah, just like Joe Root. Iyer should be white ball and Punch should be red ball captain in the future. Arey, Iyer ko you already decided white ball captain. I mean, again, see that's the problem. Mistake we made with KL also. We decided he's the next captain based on few IPL games. You can't decide Iyer is the next captain also based on white ball games. वो अलग ही चीज है ना. So we'll wait and watch who can be or not, but in a way it's right also. You have to give opportunities to different people, only then you'll get to know who's a good captain. MS Dhoni hadn't captained much before he started captaining India. You saw something in him, you gave him that chance, and from there on things change. So yeah, you sometimes try, and also it's too early to judge KL. I mean, I think they will give him a long road. I think they believe in him. They're looking at him as a future captain. Now captaining a test match, will be your captain in the ODI series as well. So yeah, he should be given an extended run. Then
Exactly.
I can take a call whether. What do you say?
And why do we have to jump the gun and decide today itself that whether KL Rahul is good enough to lead India in times to come or in years to come, or Rishabh Pant is good enough to lead India? See, they are all work in progress. Maybe somebody or the think tank or the selectors, they must have seen something. It's a grooming process. KL Rahul is being groomed. Today he may not be a good captain, but tomorrow he could be a good captain. I thought somebody like MS Dhoni was blessed that, or maybe he had that mind. He was very instinctive, and it worked for the team majority of the times. But towards the end, if you see, maybe it was Virat Kohli when he came into the scene. Even today, people say that he's not good enough a captain. But still, if you go by the stats, as Nikhil said
Yeah,
yesterday, quoting Mr. Navjot Singh Sidhu, I'm not going to repeat that again. But
yeah.
he is your best ever captain as far as Test cricket is concerned. So I think we should give KL Rahul some time. Let's see how good he is. Because we still have, see, your regular Test captain is Virat Kohli and vice captain is Rohit Sharma. This is the arrangement that is there for the time being. Who knows what happens next? But KL Rahul, this is also an education.
Mm.
KL Rahul.
Again, I got a comment about that saying many people talking about that being a bump ball of Van der Dersen. So sure, we'll have a look at it. We'll analyze it because we have the benefit of the replay in our office. So Rahul can see that footage again and again. So see it from various angles, and then let's see how that was. And then Mayank Agarwal. Obviously, it's not the same Mayank Agarwal because phones are not allowed in the
Karan,
test.
uh,
So it's
acha,
not his
Nikhil,
mistake.
you've seen MS Dhoni on a lot of foreign tours. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
yeah, for not unfortunately,
fortunately.
he's saying KL Rahul is too laid back for a Test captain. Dhoni too was the same.
Dhoni as a test cap. Okay, Dhoni as I mean, laid back. He wasn't a laid back personality. He wasn't even a laid back captain. But I tell you why he wasn't an outstanding test captain. And my theory on that is twofold theory. One, see, you tend to be good in something that you enjoy more. And I think based on the kind of cricket that he played, he enjoyed playing white ball cricket a bit more than red ball cricket. So that doesn't happen overtly, but at a subliminal level, because you like one thing, you tend to excel at that, and the other, I'm not saying he disliked test cricket, but because it wasn't like his cup of tea, or it's not something that he was very natural
His
to.
priority was not Test cricket. His
Correct.
priority was white ball cricket.
Correct. So there was a bit of a dip there, because I would see sometime while he was captaining, he would allow the game to amble on in the middle, and that was an issue. Secondly, I think it's the kind of captaincy, and I often say that and this is my theory on captaincy, that aggressive captains tend to do well in Test cricket, and defensive captains do very well in limited over format or white ball cricket. By that I mean the ones that try and choke runs, or try and uh, have that sort of a scenario in a game where you're drawing wickets, not so much based on strategies or analytics, or looking at footage, but mostly because of choking runs or things like that. That is defensive captaincy. It works very well in white ball cricket, and that's why aggressive captains are the one that don't mind so much leaking of runs. They will just go out for looking for wicket. That tends to work in Test cricket, and which is why you see
And
Virat outstanding in Test, and not great in white ball. And exactly the opposite of that captaincy style is MS Dhoni, which he was outstanding in white ball cricket and not so great in Test match. They're exactly diametric.
and would you mentioned the word defensive, going in with four bowlers was
Yeah,
the template that MS Dhoni, was that a
yeah.
defensive approach?
Yeah, I think so. See, again, what is defensive there is that, oh, let's a safety first sort of an approach. That is not, like, I'll give an example, drawing from another sport, chess. So there are two ways of playing it. One, that I'm going to defend my players, and that's the defensive thing, and I'll ensure that my the army that I have is safe and they don't end up losing. The other thought is aggressive, is like, okay, I'll go attacking. In that process, if I die, that's okay, but I'm going to go attacking. My aim is to get the other person's king, so I'm going all out attacking. So that sort of an approach. And so four bowlers is effectively a defensive in that sense. I'm not saying one is right, one is wrong. Four bowler works in a lot of places, but for different situation, different conditions, your kind of personnel that you have in your team, all of that put together decides what is defensive, what is right to be aggressive at some point. The greatest captains are the one that can shuttle between being aggressive and defensive. But inherently, there is one thing in you: you're either defensive or aggressive in any sport. When you're batting, also, you're a defensive batsman is not the one who only keeps defending. He'll also hit big shots, but he'll hit big shots when he's in pressure, when he has to release pressure, then he'll hit big shot. Aggressive batsman is, doesn't matter what the situation is, he's going for it all the time. So
Hmm.
there's an inherent thing, and I think captaincy is also a lot like that. We can do a different video; it will go on for 1 hour otherwise. To just
No, no, yeah, I agree. I agree with what you are saying. MS Dhoni, as you said, perhaps Test cricket wasn't a priority. He enjoyed ODI and T20 cricket more than the this thing, and he was defensive um, in his approach majority of the times, which worked in the white ball format. Anyways, so India are 102 for 4. Not India, South Africa.
Sanskar Saxena has a beautiful message. Sanskarji, thank you so much. He says, I enjoyed this show better, and it had better analysis than the show that was on
Was or
TV.
is.
Thank you so much, sir, for.
That is
Uh,
on air. Anyways,
I'm sure the same.
it's a good motivation.
Abhijit has said something similar. And yeah, again, a lot of questions on that punt. Yeah, you better
Yes.
spend the next 1 hour looking at all the angles. Uh, Someone is saying South Africa has
Are you?
protested against Rasi's dismissal. It's too
But
late.
what can
Uh,
they do with the protest now? They had a chance. They should have taken the review.
yeah. Agreed.
The match
Shall we wait?
seems to be they. Dr. Nitish Kumar is saying the match seems a deja vu of 2018 Joburg India versus South Africa match. Hope result is
Yeah.
also similar.
You've
Hmm.
spoken about that yesterday also, I think, Rahul. You kept referring to that
Yes.
test.
Rajat Agnihotri, a lot of people are wondering where exactly you are, and if you, wherever you are, why are you not physically next to me doing a video?
Are go and see our day start video. I was going to come to office. I was all ready. I had a shower, got ready, and then I got a message from office saying, because you have symptoms like cold and cough, you please work from home. Do not come. And I said, no, I've got my test done and I've tested negative for COVID. This is genuinely, it's winter here. I genuinely get sometime, cold and cough in winter. They said, no, we are not taking any risk. So you stay at home and don't come till the symptoms go. Because also what they're saying about corona is a lot of time tests are not showing positive. So
Exactly.
yeah, so if you've got symptoms,
Because
that's it. Don't come is what
Nikhil
you've got
got
to.
very, very confident the day he got a negative report for COVID. I think this was Friday, late
Yeah.
in the day, and because I know a few people, Nikhil, who've tested negative thrice back to back days, and on the fourth day when the gentleman got himself tested, he was COVID positive. So never say never, but I hope for the best. In fact, the entire country, as I said, is praying for you and Virat Kohli. Both of you get better, and both of you come back to your original field of play. See, both of you come back to your original field of play. Virat, of course, where he bats, and you also come back to bat on Sports Today. Even though he's been doing, Nikhil, this is digitally. What is this? The background. Is it
This is a hard set.
you?
Hard set. It's like a proper
Oh, this
set
is a
that you
hard
have
set.
in a studio.
Okay,
In a studio, it's a
okay.
hard set. Hmm.
Oh, I thought you have. So
Someone
the
said going
match. Okay,
Formula
okay,
One
okay.
receives
Now I have.
Formula One.
Now,
So
Nikhil,
that's why I'm
if
hearing
you
this.
have if you have your television screen on, you'll see
Yes,
they're just showing the very same replay.
yes, I can see it.
So I think
Uh,
this should get us a better idea, right?
I think it should. Let's see.
So this takes the inside edge, and that's
Now,
inconclusive.
now I've
It
got. So
seems
I'm
as if
seconds behind you. So now let's see. I'm getting to see that right now. Oh, it does seem like it has bounced. It does seem like it has bounced. Does seem like it is.
Because yes, Nikhil.
Oh, so they've reinstated that. I think, yeah.
What?
Van der Dusen is back batting.
No,
So
no,
it
no,
isn't
no.
it? No,
102
no, no.
for 4.
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
no, no. They
Apologies. Yeah,
haven't.
it's a new
They haven't.
wicketkeeper batsman who's batting. Sorry, I think that
Yeah,
was a replay that I saw. So yeah, so they haven't
hmm,
reinstated it. That's what they say. Once the decision has happened, and
exactly.
you walked off the field, I doubt it's going to have any sort of an impact there. But in the replay, I mean, it did look like that. I would love to see a side angle also. We saw a front angle, so
I think side angle won't
would
be
be better.
possible because he will have his gloves. Gloves would cover. It's in. See, to the naked eye, if I see, I'll say it's not out. But
Hmm.
then the on-field umpire had given that out, and
Okay, now they
secondly,
got a side
it
on
seemed
angle.
as if it
No, I know. So side on angle looks it's out. I think the side on
is it.
angle. I saw the side on angle. It looks out unless the glove is hiding that. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it creates an illusion that it's bounced. No, but see on the front angle it looks like it's bounced. Front angle it looks like it's bounced, and he's caught it.
Hmm.
But side on, it thinks it's gone straight in, but because the glove are covering, maybe the bounce happened with a glove are covering, but I doubt it'll be that close. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm still a bit iffy about it. Still not 100% sure.
Exactly. So if you're not 100% sure, you'll have to go with the on-field umpire's decision.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay,
So
predictions
this
before
is
we wrap up. Predictions this
now
session.
you are the master
No,
of
no.
predictions.
Yesterday
We
I
go
got my
by what.
prediction wrong. Today I got it right. Doesn't mean. See this side on. Side on looks it's gone straight in.
Mm,
See, that's what I'm saying. Both angles are giving different pictures, and sometimes, as I said, because from the pitch, it has a slide down to the where the 30-yard circle is. Sometimes it gives that illusion. Again, we'll have to see that. Vansh Jainji, thank you so much for your comment and joining us. Mohit Yadav has given his prediction. He says 136 all out. I doubt that, sir. But what do you say?
come
It's
on,
100.
Nikhil. We are waiting for your prediction.
Oh, this time you'll go first. Then I'll.
No, no, my predictions are pretty off the track now.
I'm going with 170, 170 for 170 for 7.
I think so. Just so you're saying 3 more wickets to fall. India
Yeah.
should be reasonably happy if that happens. So if Nikhil is saying 170 for 7, it could actually be 172 for 8.
You're going with 72 for 8.
8 because you said 105 for 3 and it eventually the score was 102 for 4, so
हाँ,
I'll yeah.
ठीक है जी, ठीक है जी.
Anyways,
You
thank you
guys,
so very much.
lovely
We'll
chatting.
take your leave and we'll be back for the tea session, right?
Tea session,
Actually,
absolutely. Unless South Africa is out before that, which is a possibility.
yes.
We'll see.
Chalo, see you.
See you. Bye.